Hello, magical friends. My name is Bailey, and you might know me from Instagram on Magic Wand Blonde or Magic Wand Blonde Teacher. I'm excited to start my YouTube channel, so welcome. You may have seen a few videos that I did already. If not, go check them out. I made a few cupcake videos and things like that, but I'm excited to start my channel and start sharing some more videos and vlogs of all of my Harry Potter magical adventures. So I hope that you'll join me and follow along. A couple of months ago over on Instagram, I started a hashtag called Meet The Potterhead. You might have seen it. It basically entails listing 25 facts about yourself related to your Harry Potter persona and personality. So I'm going to share mine on here and kind of explain each one a little bit more instead of just giving the answer like I did on Instagram. So feel free to make a video of Meet the Potterhead and use my questions for yourself. So number one is just, what's your Hogwarts house? And I am a proud Hufflepuff. I love being a Hufflepuff. I love that it represents loyalty and kindness and just accepting everyone. I am a teacher, so it's really special to me that Helga Hufflepuff had the quote about including everyone and just how she says, I'll teach the lot and treat them just the same. She's amazing and I love being a Hufflepuff. So when Pottermore first came out, I did take the test and get sorted into Ravenclaw. So if we're going off of what's your second house, how some people say that, I would say that my second house would be Ravenclaw. However, probably my second favorite house after Hufflepuff is Slytherin because I just like the vibe of it and I really like that they are very ambitious, which I do value a lot. Probably the most after loyalty out of all of the other qualities. But they're all good. Obviously, I would say that because I'm a Hufflepuff. But I love all of the houses. Obviously, it's very important to be brave. It's very important to be intelligent and value wisdom, which I do as a teacher. Okay, number two is, what's your Ilvermorny house? If you're not familiar with Ilvermorny, that is the American magical school that they talk about in Fantastic Beasts, and J.K. Rowling wrote a whole article about it over on Pottermore. It's really cool. You can read about how it got started. But my Ilvermorny house is Pukwudgie. And I have seen a lot of people that are Hufflepuffs also get sorted into Pukwudgie. So that's kind of cool. And Pukwudgie is said to represent healers, which I thought was very neat. And Queenie, it was in Pukwudgie. And I'm still hoping that she is not an evil character. We'll have to see what happens in the future Fantastic Beasts movies, but I just love Queenie. So I'm proud to be in Pukwudgie. Question number 3 is, what is your Patronus? And if you don't know your Patronus, you can go take that over on pottermore.com. My Patronus is a dapple gray mare, which is so cute. It's my favorite animal, a horse. And I love it because it reminds me of the book that my mom used to read me, of Over the River and Through the Woods, where it says, trot fast my dapple gray. My mom also calls me Gray sometimes because my name's Bailey. And we just have a million nicknames in my family. So Bailey goes to Bay, which somehow went to Gray. I also have some friends that call me Mare, since my middle name is Marissa, and that just went to Maris. So this is a very special Patronus to me. A funny story, though, about the Patronus sorting is that when I very first took it, I got a shrew. I don't like to admit that. And I'm sure if you have a shrew, you're a great person and it could be a lovely animal, but I screamed when I found out that mine was a shrew, and Patronuses can change. So I retook the quiz and I'm much happier with the dapple gray mare. So you can technically retake the tests if you're not happy with what you get, but you do have to delete your count to do that. And I was nervous because I wanted to make sure that I was still in Hufflepuff, which I was. So it's all good. And the next question is, what is your wand? You can also check that out over on pottermore.com to get your wand chosen. And my wand is really cool because it's the same as Ron Weasley's, the wood and the core. It is a unicorn core, and the wood is willow. It is also 11 3/4 inches long, and it is slightly yielding. I love it. I love that I have a unicorn core because it is the least likely to turn evil, which is interesting because Draco Malfoy has a unicorn horn.
A unicorn horn.
Unicorn hair inside, not a horn.
Question number 5 is, who is your favorite Harry Potter character? And mine is Ronald Bilious Weasley. I love Ron so much. I think he's such a great character. He's hilarious. He's a loyal friend. He is a good brother, a good son. I just love reading about him. And I think that Rupert Grint is excellent and he portrays him so well. However, I hate that some of the lines from the book were given to Emma Watson in the movies because I just want Ron to get all of the credit that he deserves because I love reading about him. I just connect to him a lot for some reason. Question number 6 is, what is your Hogwarts class year? Mine is 2007 because that's when I graduated from high school. Question number 7 is, what is your blood status? So you can just make up whatever you want for this. I thought it would be funny to say that I'm a half-blood, and the reason why I wrote that is because I'm actually donor conceived and I don't know who my father is. So I grew up without a dad. So I just thought it would be funny to write that because I know that my mom is obviously magical, but I don't know about my dad. Maybe he's a muggle. I could be wrong about my blood status. Question number 8 is, what magical pet would you bring to school with you to Hogwarts? And I would obviously choose a snowy owl. I don't know who wouldn't pick an owl, and the snowy ones are just the cutest anyway, not just because Harry had Hedwig, but I love the snowy owls, and I think they're the most useful for delivering mail. And I would also probably bring a pink pygmy puff because they're just cute, and obviously I love pink. This shirt, by the way, is from Seeker and Slade. That says anything off the trolley. And this necklace, if you saw it, this Time Turner necklace is from Alex and Ani, my favorite jewelry store. I've got some more bracelets on there. All right, back to the questions. Question number 9 is, which Harry Potter book is your favorite? Mine has always been Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, number 6. I love reading that book. And I love the movie too. It's also my favorite movie. I love all of the moments with Harry and Dumbledore in that book. And I really love how Harry gets to go into the Pensieve so much and figure so much out about the past and see all of Voldemort's stories from when he was younger. I also love all of the love in that book. And I also love Horace Slughorn. It's just a really good book. I love it. And I can remember throwing my book across the room, my very first copy of Half-Blood Prince, when I read about, spoiler alert, Dumbledore dying. And I was just very sad, but now I'm mad at myself for throwing that book because it's my favorite. It's my prized possession. Question number 10 is, which Quidditch position would you have? I would not be on the Quidditch team, let's be real. I would be gladly cheering from the stands and supporting the teams, but sports are not my thing. I'd rather be on the dance team or cheerleading team or something like that, but I would not play, most likely. If I really had to play, I'd probably be the keeper, but I would love to support them. Maybe I'd be the announcer, like Lee Jordan. Question number 11 is, which Hogwarts clubs would you be in? And definitely, without a doubt, I would be in the frog choir. I've always been involved in singing activities and a cappella groups and things like that. Also, if Hogwarts has a theater group, I would definitely be in that. And I don't know, maybe I would be in Dumbledore's army if it was still going on. And maybe I would be in the Gobstone Club, I don't know. Question number 12 is, what would be your Wizarding World job? And as a side job, it would be really fun to be in the frog choir at the Wizarding World. But if I was really a part of the Wizarding World, I would obviously be a Hogwarts professor, since I'm a teacher in real life. That would be so cool to teach there. I actually have a mug that says I teach muggles because Hogwarts wasn't hiring or something like that. But I would probably teach first years there at Hogwarts. I don't know what class though. Maybe charms. Question number 13 is, what is your favorite spell? And I wrote down on my list Accio and Lumos, which I now realize are very lazy spells to choose. And I'm not ashamed of that, but they are just so useful. You could just say Accio and have something just come to you, and just turn on the lights with Lumos. I just think it sounds beautiful too, to say Lumos. I also want to add Expecto Patronum to that list, so I can see my dapple gray mare, not a shrew, but I think that is a really cool spell too. Number 14 is, what magical abilities do you have? And I think if I had a special magical ability, it would be a Metamorphmagus, because I think it would be really cool to just change your hair color for a day without any damage to it. I've only had blonde, hence the name Magic Wand Blonde, but I think it would be really cool to just change whatever you want at any day and then just change back. I think that would be fun, and I love Tonks. Representing Hufflepuff, I love her. Question number 15 is, what is the age and year that you became a Potterhead? So I became a Potterhead when I was 10 years old in 4th grade, so it was either 1998 or 1999, but I think it's so cool because now I teach 4th grade in a Harry Potter classroom, and that's when I was introduced to Harry Potter in 4th grade, so I think it's really cool to introduce the world of Harry Potter to my students. And I remember that my grandma first took me to the mall to get the books, and I wasn't really interested. I was like, oh, I don't know. I'd rather just have this Gizmo stuffed animal. And now I feel really bad about that. But I think it's very special that my grandma was the first one to take me to get them. She worked in a high school as a secretary, and she heard that they were getting really popular, and she knew I loved to read. So I'll always cherish that memory that she was the first one to introduce me to the world of Harry Potter. Question number 16 is, where is your favorite Wizarding World location? And mine is definitely Diagon Alley. I think it's so cool. It's the first place that Harry was introduced to the magical world when he went with Hagrid. And that's the first side that I entered when I went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter for the first time. And just seeing that, I definitely cried. I don't know how many of you cried, but it was just so magical. I love all of the shops in Diagon Alley. It's just amazing. But I also would add the Burrow to that list. It would be so cool if the Wizarding World would create the Burrow so that we can go inside of it. I love the Weasley family. They're my favorite. I already said how much I love Ron, but I love their whole family, and I love the feeling in their house when Harry goes to visit. It's just so magical. I'd also love to be chilling at the Three Broomsticks, sipping on a butterbeer. That would be really cool. And obviously Hogwarts itself. Okay, there's too many places that I want to go. I just love it all. Question number 17 is, what would be your favorite Hogwarts class? I do think that mine would be Charms, because I think it would be so fun to do all those different spells, and I love all of the spells that are charms. I also think I would like Potions. I think it would be really fun to brew things. However, I don't think I would do well with Snape as my teacher. I would much rather have Slughorn as my teacher for Potions. Question 18. What would be your favorite form of transportation in the Wizarding World? And although it would be cool to try a broom, my favorite would probably be Apparition. Oh my gosh, if I could apparate, I would just go so many places all the time. Think of how much money we would save on gas and on plane tickets, and we could just see everything in the world. It would be so cool. Would love it. Question 19 is, what is your favorite Deathly Hallow? I think you can guess what mine is. It's the Elder Wand. I love the Elder Wand. I know that you're supposed to say the invisibility cloak, but I think the Elder Wand would be way more useful. Just don't drop it, but it can't break because it's the Elder Wand.
Oh yeah, except for that time Harry broke it into a million pieces.
I think that the Elder Wand is way more useful, and you just can't brag about it that you have it, even though I'm doing that online right now. I did get this on my recent trip to London at platform 9 3/4. It's very special to me. I did film a video with all of the merch that I got from my trip, so stay tuned for that coming up if you want to see it. Question number 20, what is your favorite Harry Potter quote? Mine is, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. I ordered this pillow from Amazon a few years ago. I love it. I know that this quote is not in the books, it's only in the movies, but it's still my favorite, and it's still a Harry Potter quote. It's just very motivational, and it's a good reminder for everyone that you can always be happy and always find positivity in dark times and in bad situations. But I have so many Harry Potter quotes that I love. I think that's why I really love the Alex and Ani bracelets. I love that they just say all the quotes on them so I can wear them all each day and have good reminders. Question 21, what is your favorite magical creature? This is a really hard question. I can't choose. I love so many. I think Bowtruckles are adorable and so cute. Maybe that's just Pickett though. I don't know if they're all like that, but I love Pickett. I also like the Demiguise from Fantastic Beasts. He's awesome, and I love that you can use their cloaks to make invisibility cloaks. That's really cool. Obviously, unicorns are beautiful. Love them. And phoenixes are really, really cool. And I can't wait to learn more about them and learn the connection between the Dumbledores and phoenixes. Number 22, who is your favorite Marauder? Mine, without a doubt, is Remus Lupin. I love him. Obviously, no one's going to say Peter Pettigrew. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone write Peter Pettigrew. But James, we just don't see him in the best light in the books, unfortunately, because we're seeing Snape's memories. I also really like Sirius, but I just think Lupin is a really good role model for Harry in the books. As a teacher, he's just more calm and collected, and I just love him. I don't know. I love him the most. Number 23 is who is your favorite Hogwarts professor? And once again, that would be Remus Lupin for me. I wish that he could have stayed longer to be a Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher. I thought he's so engaging. He made the lessons so much fun, and he truly cares about his students. I also love Professor McGonagall because she's just fierce and she's amazing at what she does. Number 24 is what is your favorite Harry Potter movie? And as I mentioned earlier, that would be Half-Blood Prince. It's just my favorite. I wish that they could have left everything from the books in the movie though. Would have been even better. And the last question, number 25, is what is your favorite Harry Potter treat? And that's really hard for me to choose too. I know I'm breaking the rules and just saying more than one thing for everything, but it's hard. I love butterbeer. I love peppermint toads because I love dark chocolate and mint. And I also really like fizzing Whizbees because they're just so fun. They have the pop rocks inside and they melt in your mouth. I really love sherbet lemons too. I just tried that recently. Those are very good. I haven't tried everything yet, but I'm hopefully going to be taking more trips to the Wizarding World in the future, and I'll have to try more. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know in the comments below if we have anything in common, and feel free to make your own video and use my questions and use hashtag Meet The Potterhead. You can also go over to Instagram and use the hashtag and type your questions out if you want to do it that way. Thank you so much, everyone. Stay magical. Mischief managed.